Right, put some anti-seize on it.
which is basically copper compound. See it?
Right. So if you've followed my previous video,
it's a good product. Put it
on
your wheels,
the handbrake situation on the Honda Civic.
Your wheels, I mean here.
So, I did say at the end I'll probably end up changing the disc
Do you
pads,
want to take them off?
the brake pads, and they do look a bit kind of worn. So it gives me an excuse to give it another proper servicing. So 13mm socket. We need to undo that one, of course, and then that one. They're usually not on very tightly. Usually only maybe like 20 newton meters, very lightly they normally put on. And that should release the caliper. Note there is. Obviously do that one as well. I'm going to put some anti-seize on there. Bracket. Sometimes your brake pads a little bit won't function properly because in there basically it needs to be greased with anti-seize, and if it's gone dry it's going to stick and things aren't going to work so well. So that's one of the reasons. So I'm going to check that, and also I'm going to check that the piston here is nice and kind of oiled and it's loose and free to move. Alright, so general checks, I'll just take the bracket off whilst I'm down here. I should be checking the spring. I think I need to paint anti-rust paint on the spring. It should just come off. Quite hard to do with one hand. It's kind of feeling a bit kind of stuck really. Shouldn't be as stuck as that. Just about. Don't let this hang. I'm holding it in one hand, and what I'm going to do is put it back on gently. There's plenty of pad left on there, but it's still, I'm still going to change it. Saying that, notice the right hand pad is worn a lot more than the left hand pad. Do you see it? I'll take them out and then I'll show you. That's not good. So that could be a part of the reason why there's a problem there. Right, I have uncoupled the handbrake cable, see it just there, from the holder. See that? Just uncoupled it. Very easy once you've got the caliper off. It's not even under tension. And looking at that, you see that? Something very strange is happening there. Pistons are moving okay. Checking those. Handbrake cable is moving in and out easily enough.
I love this car, man.
Okay. Nice one. The handbrake cable is moving in and out nicely. Someone just voted for Honda Civic, you heard it. I'm just going to leave that on there, it's not under tension anymore. Here's a bit of prizing out. Here's a pry bar. Not too hard, you can bend it, you can believe it or not bend the rotor. As soon as you bend the rotor, that's it. Let's do the other one. Feels very stuck. Feels way more stuck than it should be. Shouldn't be like this hard. Let me try and hammer fist it off. And so on the knee. See if you get a good view for that. Rusted on or worn on. One of the two. I want to come out, is it? Give me a little tap. Just don't pull too hard, you can bend the rotor. So one, it's like that. I will get my jack out of the way so I can have a proper look at what's going on. One looks like that. See the difference? That ain't good. Well, let me get the jack out of the way so I can have a proper look. Let's remove these bracket retainers one at a time because I don't remember, I won't remember which one's which. I'm going to clean that up and I'm going to put some anti-seize on the contact points. You can see where the contact points are, where it's shiny. Alright, so to turn, because what I'm going to have to do is to slowly push this caliper back into the body of it. So, need a tool, caliper retracting tool, need a long bar because it's stuck this time, right? And I couldn't do it with a pair of, if you're lucky, long nose pliers to rotate it slowly. Don't do it quickly because you might reverse the diaphragm on the main brake. Can't remember what it's called now. You might reverse the diaphragm on the main brake cylinder. So don't do it quick, do it slow, but you've got to rotate it at the same time as pushing it in. It just about turned. If it didn't turn, you probably have to take this rotor off, put this back on the bracket so the rotor's not there, and then do it so you can push against something. But I think it just about will work. I've already started it off, so let's try using the long nose pliers. It probably won't, but let's try it. Yeah, it's not rotating, so I'm going to have to use this. It just about is working. Like I said, I'm going to push it against something. Rotate. Let's just hold it, shove it and turn it. Here we go. Pretty tight. I'll try and get you a shot of this. What's happening? I might be able to do it. I might be able to do it just one-handed if possible. Right, here it is. Shoving it against the body of the strut. Just rotate it. Just about see it. See that? See what I'm doing there? There we go. Yeah. As it goes in, you see it go in, caliper. So I'm just going to two-hand it. It's going to be a lot quicker if I two-hand it, but you know what I'm trying to do. Hopefully yours does not leak a little bit of oil like mine did. I actually heard it go let a little bit of air in. So it's all that is just a cylinder. It goes in and out with a rubber, like a square rubber band around it. That's all it is. That's the only thing stopping the air getting in and the oil getting out, a rubber square band. So I may have done it a little bit too quickly. May well be I have to bleed it. I reckon there's a bleed screw. Alright, there it is. Pointing it. So a bleed screw, I might have to bleed it in a minute, later on. So make sure you always have brake fluid handy. Right. Now remember, this one was like incredibly hard to fit in. So what I just did is ground down the ends. And I think it's expanded or something. So that is what's causing one side to be worn more than the other. It could be the reason why I'm getting very poor handbrake response. So I was going to change this, but I could not take off the little, see that cable there? I pulled the clip out, but it just, the rust is setting too much. I'll have to one day when I've got a lot of time, basically take off that hydraulic pipe when I change the caliper eventually, and put that against a concrete and then hammer it out. Sort of wedge it from here, and then just put some sort of put a chisel on it and just hammer it out. No way that will come out, or heat treat it or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, obviously I'm going to put some anti-seize on these ends. Look how nicely that's fitting now. That's how it should be. Right, so spring painted, needs a hook tool to pull that lever back after the bracket was put back on, the caliper was put back on, pulled it back that way to put the, well, I did a lot of wiggling of this arm with the cable off, loads of oil sprayed in it, but I had to pull it back before I could hook the cable back on. I don't know about that leak. We'll see. We'll check the function of it right now. We'll put in the handbrake, see how it is. Press the foot brake a few times, see how it is. See if there's any kind of sponginess. Right, so that's it. That's how you put the brake pads back. However, since I was putting the brake pads back and showing you how to do it, we found out that the brake caliper needs to be changed. So catch me on another video where I'm changing this Honda Civic 2.2 CDTI's brake caliper. Right.